Hello everybody and welcome to Miss Beth's Place. I'm Miss Beth and this is my kitchen. So today I'm going to attempt my second bread recipe. I found this one on YouTube. It belonged to Robin on the Farm is the name of the YouTube channel. So I'm going to try this today and let y'all know how it turns out. I'm going to bake it in my bread maker. So I've got my bread pan. This is a KBS Bread Maker, but any bread maker will work just fine, or bread machine. So it says to place the ingredients in the bowl in the order that they're listed. So the first thing is 1 cup of warm water, and it's warm. It's not burning my finger, but it's not like something you could bathe the baby in, I guess, that temperature. So I'm going to pour that in. This is 1 cup warm water. Second thing was 3 tablespoons of melted butter. I got new glasses, so I still can't see. 3 tablespoons of melted butter. 2 tablespoons of sugar. 2 tablespoons sugar. Sprinkle around in there. 3½ cups of all-purpose flour, but I'm using bread flour. I hope that don't make a difference, but that's what I'm using. So I've got all my wet ingredients. Now I'm going to add in my flour. 3½ cups. And I've got my bread machine already set for light colored. A large loaf of light colored soft bread. That's what I want, soft bread. Now I've got all that in there, and the first bread recipe I did, it said to make a little well in the middle. Not a whale, but a well. Just a little dip in there. And then pour the yeast in the middle. That's 2 teaspoons of yeast. That's a rapid rising yeast. And the last thing is 1 teaspoon of salt. Now I don't put the salt on the yeast. I sprinkle mine around the edges of it, because this is all going to mix and knead and all. So I've got everything in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's all in there nice and good. Now I'm going to take this over here, put it in, and you give it a little twist. Shut the lid. I've got it on soft bread for a large loaf with light color. And then next all I should have to do is just hit the start button. So there we go. This usually takes about 3 hours from start to finish. One day when I get a little bit braver, I'm not going to use the bread machine. I'm going to try it on my own. But today I'm using the bread machine because I got to go outside and do some stuff in my yard too. So while this is baking, I'm going to go do some stuff, and I'll come back and let you see what it looks like. Let's cross our fingers that it turns out great. I'll let you know. About 3 hours. Okay, did you hear that? The beeper went off. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's a pretty twist. Pull it right out. Now look at that. Oh! Forgot to put my mic on. So this is only the second loaf of bread I've made in my new bread maker. I go on YouTube and I find different recipes. I also have a recipe book that came with the bread maker, but I prefer YouTube videos that people have actually tried and they like. And I like this one, I can tell already. I may rub a little bit of butter on top of it. So that's it. Now, another. It should just pop right out of here. Oh, it's hot. Voila. There she is. I'm going to put this back over in here. Isn't that pretty? Now this is how it was in the bread maker. Like this. I think the last time I cut it, I was like, I don't know which way to cut it. Do you remember which way I said we needed to cut it? I think I cut it that way last time. So this time I think I cut it the other way. I'm going to let it cool off, but I am going to rub a little bit of butter on top of it. I think this bread or this butter right here's got a little bit of garlic in it. But I love garlic in it. Just gonna put a little bit, make it look pretty. And when it gets cooled off a little bit, I'm gonna cut into it. If I can figure out how I want to cut into it. I think I'm gonna turn it on its side. Because traditionally, if you buy a loaf of bread, you would probably cut it from that, like that. That would be the end piece, and this would be the end piece. I wish y'all could smell the house. Oh wow, it smells like heaven. It's like yeast and it just smells so good. It smells kind of like when you walk into a like Subway or something and they're cooking their bread fresh. It's so good. Put a little butter on this too. Make it look pretty. Well, all right. Hey, the title of this one's going to be, If I Can Do It, You Can Do It. It literally took me 5 minutes to get all the ingredients together. And I'm filming this too, so, I have to kind of allow for that time. But 5 minutes, folks, to put those ingredients together, put them in my bread machine, program it, and hit the start switch. The rest of the time, I went outside and did some gardening. I sat on the couch and watched YouTube videos. And then here I am finishing up my video. So, hey, if y'all love fresh bread, go get you a bread maker. Find you one at a yard sale or at a flea market or at a Goodwill store if you can't afford one. They're not that expensive. I'll link this one down below. I think it was like $125, $30. Not sure, but I'll link it below. So you can just click on my link and go buy you one. There's a million recipes out there to make bread. So y'all go buy you one. And if you don't want to buy a bread maker, you can always make the bread yourself and cook it in your own oven. So anyways, I'm so glad y'all came to see me today. And don't forget to like and comment below. Let me know what your favorite bread recipe is. Please send it to me. I would love to have a new bread recipe. I love bread with anything in it. So just send me a comment and I'll make it. Y'all have a blessed day. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Hey, how you doing?